Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. This time I got for you a angles video. It's going to be one of many videos that are coming up. This one's on Avalanche, the first map. I'm just going to go alphabetically. And I just want to show you guys some common angles that I use when playing King of the Hill mainly. But also angles that I've used for pretty much years on these remade maps, because this map's like 10 years old. So here we are at the top of the map, over at the tri-shot, or the buzzkill depending on what round it is. And you can see that I'm just picking angles where I have very long lanes. Here I can shoot straight into the grenades, and straight down if people are camping down below. And at the bottom right of the map, you'll see a bunch of circles on the map. That's where all the circles go on the specific map. So make sure you pay attention to the rotations as well. For this video in particular, I kind of wait until the next ring appears, but in future videos I will just show the opposite side of each ring. So if a ring is on the side of the map, I will show the angles on the opposite side right away instead of waiting on the ring. Just because it saves you guys a bit of time, and for me, the recording. So if you see teammates, especially on these side hills right here, if you see teammates not in the proper spots that I'm showing you, in my opinion anyway, your defense is atrocious. And what happens a lot is when people are not in the right positions, they get run over and run through real quick. So right here, this is a good spot to hold the grenades. You'll see I'll go on the cover here and I'll aim over the wall, next to the wall, and then you basically have the same angle again. It's very helpful to know different places for the same angle. Obviously, inside the car here, you have a very large field of view, and you can keep overwatch on all directions pretty much. And guys, I told you this in my other King of the Hill videos. It is imperative you learn how to attack the enemy and defend the ring at the same time. You need to keep them as far away from the hill as you can, and defend your hill at the same time. So you need to be close enough so that you can reinforce anybody fighting in the hill. You need to be far away enough so that, you know, you're actually keeping the enemy at bay instead of just letting them run up and throw smokes and run in and kill everybody. All in all, Avalanche is not really a very difficult map to understand, but it is a very hard map to play on King of the Hill. Because when you're playing against good players, the spawns are so close, the maps are so close. Oh, sorry, the angles, everything, the rings are very close together. So it's very hard to keep control, especially here when the hill is inside the grenades. I often tell people that I'm playing with, if we cannot capture the hill, like this one, just keep them out of it, right? And that's a kind of a general rule for me when it comes to the hills in the middle, because if it makes no sense to me if the whole team runs in the middle and captures the hill, but then everybody dies and the enemy team gets to break the hill. So what I tend to do is make sure that we have all the angles covered, or at least one spawn blocked. Right here you can see I'm just showing you guys angles for defending the hill up close, and which direction enemies are coming from, and that I pay attention to. This is one of the most used spots I have, at these pillars, like aiming through them. It helps a lot, because obviously the enemy can't see you, but you can shoot at them. And when you're in a like 1v2 situation, for instance, and you're coming from one side of the hill, like I'm doing right now, knowing these angles can make a huge difference. And you won't have to try as hard, wall bounce wise and teamwork wise. Right here, this is a good spot to hold when you're one of the teammates that's not near the hill. Because once again, it's very important you guys learn how to block an enemy spawn while you're defending. I'm just going to show you the other side. The other side is a much stronger position to hold, because you actually look directly into the grenade instead of to the side. See, right here you have right-hand advantage if someone sneaks up to you. And no one can shoot you back from here as well, right? The only people that can shoot you back are either folks at the other side of the map right there, the other spawn, or from up top. For any snipers that love to snipe on this map, my advice is to always stick sort of near the hill, because a lot of people tend to start crossing towards the hill, and those will be easy shots. So do not take the sniper and run up top, because if you need to reinforce the hill, unless of course the hill is up top at the try shot or overkill or buzzkill, you're pretty much useless. You know, your team is a man down at all times. And sniping really isn't that difficult when you know people expect you to be up top, where you're actually waiting until they start crossing. So this side hill is the same story as the grenade one. Make sure you always keep the angles first and kill everybody first before you start capping here. Especially up top here, it's important to keep this clear. And sometimes you don't even have to kill the enemy, right? If you just sit where I'm sitting and you're just crossing the player trying to hit the people in the team and at the hill, then usually they'll stop and they'll focus on you. And you don't even have to push them, you just have to, you know, buy time for your team to capture the hill. So right here, the hill is on the sniper. This is a pretty obvious spot, sitting just in the middle. And guys, please don't stack, right? Do your team a favor, even if you're playing with randoms, do not stack on the same spot, not on the exact same spot, because you're, number one, an easy target. Number two, if someone throws a smoke, two of you, or potentially three of you, have no clue what's going on. So let one person sit on one position, let a person handle their 1v1 if they're close enough to the enemy team. So yeah, that's Avalanche, guys. I really have nothing else to say. I hope you guys enjoy these bite-sized commentaries and instructional videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.